of my questions to you is when were you most nervous interviewing? Who would it be?
It was Sidney Poitier and Diana Ross. And for Diana Ross, because it was such a phenomenal moment for me that I remember when you remember Diana Ross. Are you old enough to remember Diana Ross in Central Park?
I was there.
No, you
With,
weren't.
was there with Andy Warhol. There.
When it started raining and the
I
concert
was
had to end.
there. I was on stage there. It was the most incredible thing of my life. One of them. It was an
Wow.
Oprah. You have no idea. It was unfucking believable. I have a seared into my memory is the angle where I was standing directly behind her with the chiffon
Wow. My eyes are
blowing,
watering now that you were there. Oh my God. You were there.
the chiffon blowing, it had just gotten dark, the
Yep.
spotlights coming from the towers hitting her, the rain coming down in sheets, the towers now starting to shake, which is why they stopped the concert because they were worried it was going to collapse on the audience. And her singing Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
Yes. Oh my God,
And
you were there.
I'll never forget it.
My head's swelling thinking about it. Anyway, so after that concert, well, I wasn't there. I was watching from my little apartment in Baltimore. I was so in awe of that whole moment. The next day, I called trying to find Diana Ross. Of course, I did not. So I ended up with her production company. So she had, if anybody goes to YouTube and sees it, there were these diamond earrings. And I was thinking, wow, one day I want to have diamond earrings like that. And I remember asking two things. What mascara was she wearing that did not run? And they told me Lancome waterproof. So to this day, I still use Lancome waterproof. And what size diamonds were those? And they told me 10 karat diamonds. So my whole career, I was like in Baltimore making, $22,000 a year, but I'm saving up so I can get those 10 karat diamonds. Now, when I finally interviewed her, she said they were not 10, they were 5 carats each. And I went, wow, I went and got the 10s and I didn't have to have the 10s.
You
But
overspent.
anyway, I overspent. But that moment seared into my memory, the power and confidence and authority and just the majesty of that moment.
I'm so glad we're having this conversation because sometimes I look back on that and I go, was it just me?
No,
Did I
no,
overestimate what
no.
that moment was?
That was, I mean, no, who has moments like that in concerts anymore? I mean, and I think it probably was more emphasized because more pronounced in our memory because it did have to end. If the concert had just continued, maybe it would not have been the same memory. But because they had to end the concert, and I was so worried, oh my God, she's holding the microphone. I hope she doesn't get struck by lightning. Oh my God. And so that whole thing,
Oh, I thought she was going to get electrocuted.
I
It was a
did
real,
too.
it was a
I
real
did too.
thought.
But she wouldn't get out of the rain. She stayed there for the audience. Even that to me was such a pronounced thing. Like, wow, she is risking her own, safety to be here for the audience. Oh, incredible.
And then
Literally
I,
incredible.
and then Oprah, I got to after, so we all scattered through Central Park, and Andy Warhol and I and my date went back and had dinner, and then went and watched the playback of the concert with Diana. It was,
Well,
it
you were
was.
Rob Lowe, so you could do anything.
I mean,
Yes,
I,
okay.
I, I had a little, I had my Forrest Gump period where I was
Yeah.
kind of in play before I went into my gentleman retirement in Montecito.